parang may nagkaroon ng time na nawala yung self-worth ko.
You know, you have to work to help your husband with the finances, to help prepare finances for your children for their future.
Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, pag age mo ng 35, wala na. Para kasing echapwera ka na.
And it feels like hindi ko alam kung paano ko mag-gain yung confidence ko pag naging mom na sila. Parang nawawala na yung career path nila.
Kasi na-fed up ako sa sobrang traffic. So, papasok, dahil madaling araw, either mag-grab ako or mag-aangkas, which is malaki-laki yung expenses.
The time spent with your kids and family are far more important than any job title out there.
Nag-decide ako na maghanap ng online job at nakakuha nga ako. Sobrang saya ko talaga. Kaya tinulungan ko rin yung iba kong mga mommy friends at nagkaroon rin sila ng sarili nilang online job. Kaya doon ako na-inspire at nag-decide na simula ng Filipina home-based moms.
FH Moms Community was created for mothers, for single women, for women professionals and entrepreneurs, for women overseas Filipino workers, for differently abled women, and even for young at heart women. FH Moms is a women community.
Nung nagsimula yung FH Moms, hindi ko in-expect na ganito ka magiging malaki. Ngayon, meron na kaming more than 250,000 members nationwide. Dati, ang tingin ng mga tao sa amin, community lang. No? Ngayon, social enterprise na kami with different projects na tumutulong sa mga kababaihan.
We have free webinars about freelancing, entrepreneurship, parenting, and personal growth. We offer online short courses as well as mastery courses with trainers' 1-year support. We also run a scholarship program and an internship program. We also facilitate charity activities where we are joined by community members as volunteers. Job matching program is something they can also look forward to, as well as e-commerce program. And to celebrate motherhood, we also have online bootcamp for kids. We also have the computer rent-to-own program for members who need assistance in acquiring a computer set. Aspire to be a strong-willed, independent woman.
Mas gusto kong maging productive at saka naniniwala ako sa continuous learning.
Inspire other women.
Everyone was uplifting each other. Everyone was trying to help each other. In this world, you have to be more kind. You have to be more helpful because everyone is fighting their own battles, and you have to understand, you have to empathize. And that is what FH Moms is doing with all the moms out there. Even if you're not a mom, you would feel welcome.
Empower each woman to be in their fullest potential.
And most importantly, Mommy MK and the team model humility and generosity. Talagang ito yung very evident, which impacted me the most. So it gave me the desire to share freely to others what I learned freely from the FH Moms community. And I've always loved the community, the motive of the community, that is to change the world one mom at a time. Good job, FH Mom.
Aspire, inspire, empower. Nothing is stronger than a community of women lifting each other up.
To be among women who have genuinely tried to help people. This is something that I feel passionately about, and then this is something that I saw in FH Moms.
God is good. Kasi parang naturo sa akin to FH Moms na pinakita sa akin na kahit nasa bahay ka, kahit nag-aalaga ka ng anak mo, it won't stop na dun ka lang. Yun lang yung pwede mong gawin.
Without this community, I'm not here in this situation. So FH Moms po yung nag-guide and nag-mold sa akin to be the best working at home mom I could ever be.
Ang pinakamalaking impact sa FH Moms sa akin is their quote, which is moving forward, giving back. That's the very essence of FH Moms eh.
That's what I like about this group kasi we encourage and inspire each other to keep dreaming, to chase our dreams. It's actually a big impact kasi if you are losing hope and wala ka ng gana and all, but because of this page, mapapasana all ka.
Dahil sa online job, natupad ko yung mga pangarap ko at ang pinakapangarap ko na lang ay matupad yung pangarap ng lahat ng mga mommies. Huwag tayong titigil na abutin lahat ng mga pangarap natin, masipagan pa natin at huwag tayong susuko. Kaya kung feeling nyo hindi kayo techie, feeling nyo hindi pasok ang edad nyo para dito sa online freelancing, huwag nyong iisipin yon kasi sobrang daming opportunities ang pwedeng ibigay sa inyo online. At nandito ang Filipina home-based moms para suportahan kayo. Para sa mga naghahanap ng online job at gusto ring matuto pagdating sa online business, you can join Filipina Home-Based Moms Facebook group. My name is 𝗪𝗡𝗏𝗪𝗡𝗬, CEO and founder of Filipina Home-Based Moms, and our goal is to change lives one mom at a time.
Hello mga mommies! Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Today is Saturday, January 8. Happy New Year! Ito po ang ating first webinar for today sa ating, or this year, para sa LinkedIn. Alam kong excited na po ang lahat sa ating webinar ngayong araw na ito because we don't only have not just one, but we have two amazing women na makakasama today para pag-usapan how can we dominate LinkedIn this 2022. Kaya naman type in LinkedIn sa comment section. LinkedIn, yan. Gusto kong makita kung ready na ba kayo mga mommies. Ayan, tingnan natin. LinkedIn, type LinkedIn sa comment section at we will surely i-claim na natin yan na we will dominate LinkedIn this 2022. Ayan, let's all claim it. At sa mga mommies natin, hello, ako po si Mommy Ruth. At as you all know, for the past months, every month halos, meron tayong webinar para sa FH Moms community all about LinkedIn. Kung mapapansin nyo sa atin yung nanonood ngayon na sumali dun sa 5-day challenge last December. Sige nga, I want to know sino-sino kayo na sumali noong December sa 5-day challenge sa LinkedIn. Sabihin nyo, yes, ako po yon, sumali ako. Or dun po sa mga newbies pa lang naman, ako don't worry, wag po kayong matatakot na mag-join din sa atin ngayong araw na ito. We also encourage everybody to share this live para naman the more the merrier po tayo, mas marami ang matututo ngayong araw ng Sabado. Alam ko na it is still the 8th of January pero marami nang nangyayari, maraming ganap na nangyayari sa atin, pero laban lang tayo mga moms. Sinusubok ang pagiging resilient nating mga Pilipino, pero lahat ng ito ay lilipas din. Kaya naman tayong lahat magpalakas lang at huwag hayaang ang anxiety ay talagang kainin ang ating ang ating buhay. So ngayon we have LinkedIn, we have this webinar na talaga namang matututo tayo, and I'm sure pag in-apply natin to sa ating LinkedIn profile, we will definitely connect with a lot of people, and of course, who knows, potential clients. Ako ang dami ko nang sinabi. So ayan na nga. I'll be introducing to you ang ating mga guest speakers for today. Alam ko dun sa mga iba talaga namang kilala na rin sila, but we will still introduce these women. Ayan, kung ready na kayo, say present. Ayan, present. Kung game na kayo, sana samahan nyo kami sa isang oras na pag-uusap na ito kasama ang ating mga guest speakers for today. So for our first guest speaker, alam niyo ba, she is the top one of the 100 influential women on LinkedIn. Wow, di ba? And she is also a motivational speaker, a mom, and at the same time, she has helped a lot of women. Talaga ang focus din niya is to help women, mommies, na kung paano ba natin, kumbaga, how can we have a career as well, and how can LinkedIn help us, no? Para mas ma-empower pa tayo at mas lalo pang matulungan tayo ng LinkedIn to be connected with our potential clients, potential networks. So let me welcome our first mommy guest for today, Miss 𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗗𝗏. Hello.
Happy New Year, Mami.
Amanda.
Happy New Year sa lahat ng nanonood na live.
Green na green si Coach. Alam mo, Coach, nung nakita ko yung shirt mo, ang naiisip ko lang is all about money, fortune. Kasi
Yes, lucky color, health, money, lahat
yes.
na.
Lahat na. And we claim it that through LinkedIn.
Yes.
Talaga namang everything will surely follow. Okay. But of course, our last but not the least, our second guest speaker for today, nabasa ko recently, last December, merong featured na article sa kanya, online article, and according to that article, ang sabi po sa amazing woman na ito, she used to be a college instructor, but she is now parang like through LinkedIn was able to monetize her passion, her expertise, and she's earning na dun, according sa article, she's earning a 6-digit figure. Wow. Okay. And of course, she is also one of the amazing women in LinkedIn na talaga namang you will really ask her expertise pagdating sa LinkedIn. Let us welcome Miss Virginia Bautista.
Thank you so much, Mommy Ruth. Good afternoon. This is also my first webinar for the year, and I hope our keywords for the year, there should be 2. 1, dominate, and number 2, monetize on LinkedIn.
I love it. 1 is dominate and 1 is monetize. Okay. So, Coach Wanda, Miss V, I've heard na ang dami nating pag-uusapan ngayon. So, ano po ba yung unang gusto nating sabihing message muna for the mommies na nanonood? Actually, we are around 170 plus women watching us today. Sana mas marami pa, no? Let's continue to share this live, mga mommies. Coach Wanda, kayo po munang tatanungin ko. Coach, ano po ba yung parang introductory message nyo para sa lahat ng mga momshies nating nanonood ngayong araw na to?
Ako, introduction ko muna, kalma muna tayo mga moms. I mean, tama si Mami Ruth. I mean, these are difficult times pag tayong papatalo sa anxiety. I mean, my family had COVID talagang last week ng December. Alam mo yung hindi mo ine-expect, di ba? But I think, ang na-realize ko lang is kapag kalma ka bilang nanay, ikaw kasing emotional center ng family, di ba? Kapag kalma ka, kakalma lahat. And everything will always be okay. So I always believe, kaya sabi ko itong webinar na to, ito yung kauna-unahan, but I think I just want to share you the message now. Whenever you find life challenging, you continuously surrender. Sabi nga ni husband, parang kasing bagay na wala tayong control, no matter how much careful o cautious kayo, di ba? So, ako, for me, what really work, I really just sabi ko, Lord, ikaw na bahala. Kasi you always know our needs, and thankfully, okay na lahat. So, yun lang masasabi ko, whatever you're going through, moms, kapit lang, the Lord will always be with you with that clarity of mind na hindi kayo pababayaan. I know all will be well. So, ngayon, pag-uusapan natin, how do you dominate, right? Sabi nga, dominate LinkedIn and monetize from there. Of course, Miss B will be the right person to talk more about it, but I want to share my experience kasi nga, see, when I got the number 1 most influential Filipina on LinkedIn, sabi ko, bakit ako? Alam mo yon, parang hindi naman ako madaming followers, hindi rin naman ako, but I just want to share with you the 3 C's that worked for me last year that helped me dominate and became the number 1 most influential Filipina on LinkedIn, regardless of how many followers I had. I think number 1, it's clarity. At the beginning of the year last year, sabi ko, yes, I am gonna give all of myself on LinkedIn. Doon talaga ako magfo-focus because I know it is the right community with over 700 million professionals, right, na nandoon. So, it's really, I mean, kasi sometimes on Facebook may mga bashers, tapos pag nagbabrowse ka, nakaka-depress, di ba? But I never found that on LinkedIn. So, with clarity in mind at the beginning of the year, sabi ko, I'm just gonna really focus on LinkedIn. And that really helped me a lot. Second is also consistency, di ba? Kasi minsan pag sabi mo, wala naman nagla-like ng post ko, wala naman nagko-comment, wala naman nag-i-engage. I think, ang sabihin dyan, so what? Diba? I think at the end of the day, what is your intention? If you have the best intention to give, I mean, God will always give back to you generously. It's a matter of, ano ba yung, when you specifically share your story, and it was actually on LinkedIn when I was vulnerably sharing yung burnout to bliss journey ko. And a lot of moms, they were able to relate na nakaka-burnout, diba, Mami Ruth? Nakakapagod, nakaka-overwhelm maging nanay. And a lot of mothers are going through that. And if they just hear your story, that could be the story or the message that they need to hear for the day. So I think it's important to have clarity of what you want to get from LinkedIn, but also be consistent in terms of posting, engaging with others, also specifically your ideal clients. And lastly, ang pinaka-importante, I know I got a lot of questions last year na, paano ba maging confident, Miss Wanda? Kasi diba, I think a lot of people, the one that's stopping them from showing up on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or any social media platform for that matter is wala kang confidence sa skills mo. And the message I want to tell you today is, if you start believing in yourself, a lot of people will start believing in you also. And it's never how much you have accomplished in life, I think it's about sharing your all. Ano ba yung pwede mong magawa para sa ibang tao? What value can you give and what value can you add? And people, if they see really the generosity of your heart and the willingness to learn and deliver, then people will always come and work with you. So yun yung gusto ko munang pasabog. I know Miss V will have more to share about how LinkedIn, how it can be monetized for you. But those three things, I hope you keep it in mind. One, clarity, dominate, and monetize. If this is really what you wanted, get that clarity already of goals in your mind at the beginning, as early as now. Stay consistent so that, you start planting seeds, diba? Hindi naman bukas may result agad. So, but definitely, I know the results will come. And of course, be confident with yourself. Be confident with what you do. Then people will start, become confident about your skills also. Yun muna sa akin, Mami Ruth. Siyempre si Mami V natin.
Wow! Yes! Grabe, this is just few minutes of our time. Webinar mommies, pero ang dami na nating natututunan ngayon. Now, let's hear from Miss V. Miss V, your introductory message, animunang pasabog para sa mga mommies.
Well, intro message. First, Happy New Year. And I think this is the year that we need to make a commitment, make a resolve to do everything you can, despite all of the challenges, to really make this year the best year ever, sabi nga nila, for you. Because we can do it. Lahat ng iniisip ko lang dati, it's because of the discipline, because of clarity, yung sinabi ni Wanda, clarity, consistency, confidence, all of these things will help you. But make a commitment to make this your best year ever. Lahat ng challenges, may solution yan and ignore them. Focus on your direction. And yun nga, on LinkedIn, number one, siguro, this is the first time that I'm going to mention this because I know that moms have a lot of skills, especially if you're freelancing. But I want you this year to stop advertising or promoting your skills that will not help you reach your goal. Marami tayong skills, marami tayong alam gawin. But promote only the skills, especially on LinkedIn, that will help you achieve your goals. Number two, have clarity on your positioning. You may have a job, you may have a position, but that's not the one that people will remember. People will remember your positioning in the industry, in your niche. And number three, make this year that you also commit to yourself that you will build your influence and then monetize your expertise. Because when that happens, you will see, you will be able to create not just one source of income. Gone are the days, Mami Ruth, I'm sure you will agree, gone are the days that we only rely on one source of income. Ngayon, what I always tell people, you have to build multiple sources of income. Na kapag nawala yung isa, buhay pa tayo. Alam mo yan, kapag isa lang trabaho, you rely on it, tapos biglang nawala, pandemic has shown us that, kahit malalaking company, things will happen, things that are not in our control will happen.
Yes.
But what we can control is ourselves. Continue investing in yourself, build multiple sources of income. I-goal nyo yan na kung isa yung source of income nyo, after 6 months, meron na kayong 3. 12 months, meron na kayong 5 or 7. And you're secured. I think that's all muna from me.
Miss V, grabe, no? So, mommies, sabi nga ni Miss V, I truly agree. One source of income, hindi na po siya uso. Ano, talaga, let's i-goal natin. Miss V, talaga, nako, thank you po for the reminder. Talagang, i-goal ko rin po yan na to have more clients this 2022. Okay, Coach Wanda, Miss V, I will also ask the mommies, baka may mga questions sila, and if ever the time permits, pwede natin ding basahin din po natin and sagutin yung mga katanungan nila because we still have a lot of things to discuss po today. So, my question po to Coach Wanda and Miss V is, before we move on to how we can monetize, because our keywords for today, remember, dominate and monetize. Type it in the comment section, mommies, para hindi natin malimutan. Dominate and monetize. So, my first question to Miss V and Coach Wanda, ma'am, how can we dominate ba the LinkedIn in 2022? Because you know what, when I hear dominate, parang natatakot ako eh. Ano ba to? Para bang, it's so, how should I say, parang medyo natatakot, may fear, and at the same time, parang excited. How? Paano ko po ba madodominate ang LinkedIn? Coach Wanda, we'll start with Coach Wanda po.
I think, pag sinabi mo kasing dominate, yung iba matatakot, ano ba yan? Sasakupin mo na ba ang mundo?
Yes!
Rule the world. That's my quote, diba? Given enough coffee, I can rule the world. I think pwede sa akin yun eh. Pag madaming kape, kaya ko i-rule the world. I think for me, you have to have your own personal definition. Ano ba yung dominate sa'yo? Kasi sa akin, dominate means I just want to own my truth. Sino ba talaga ako? Ano ba talaga ako? And how can I really serve more people? And as always, I really want to help moms. Lalo na yung pinagdaanan ko talaga last year. I was like, ang hirap talaga maging nanay, no? Yung nasabi ko sa sarili ko, ang hirap maging nanay. And ang nakikita mo kasi sa social media, minsan parang magaganda lang lahat yung sinishare, di ba? And I just want to dominate by sharing everything that I've been through so I can help others before me. Kasi pag nakita nilang, kung kinaya ni Miss Wanda, kaya ko din. This is what I want people to understand and get from whatever I share on specifically also on LinkedIn na, ay, kung nagawa ni Miss Wanda yun, kung kinaya niya, kaya ko din. So, for me, that is dominating, owning my truth and sharing that to inspire and empower others. Yun talaga yun sa akin for domination. Mami Ruth.
Thank you po, Miss Wanda. How about with Miss V, ma'am? Paano ba namin maaalis yun? Yes, I agree. Talagang parang nakakatakot yung word na dominate. Pero Miss V, sa inyo po, how? Paano po namin madodominate ang LinkedIn? Actually, let me just read this, yung pong sabi ni Mami Amy. Parang intimidating sa LinkedIn kasi parang lahat sila doon successful. Okay, so Ms. V, can you help us and help us understand ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng dominate? And is it true po ba na lahat po ng nasa LinkedIn ay successful po ba talaga?
Okay, isa lang, no? First of all, dominate. Sabi mo nakakatakot yung dominate. And I agree. Because for you to dominate, whatever it is, you have to dominate yourself. To dominate yourself means you have to face yourself head on. You have to really know yourself, really know your goals, and to really know how you can use your skills to help others. And so, punta ako dun sa sinabi ni Wanda. The truth is, you cannot dominate anything, however you want to define dominate, without helping others. Ganun dun sa LinkedIn. You cannot help others without helping yourself first. You have to build that confidence. You have to have that clarity. You need to have that consistency before you can help others. And once you're able to help others, you'll see the magic happen. All opportunities that you've been dreaming of will come to you. You don't have to chase them. So to dominate means to really know yourself and learning how to use your skills to lift others up. Ano yung second question? Nakaka-intimidate daw.
Nakaka-intimidate daw po sa LinkedIn kasi lahat daw po ay successful na daw sa LinkedIn, Miss V.
I don't see that on LinkedIn. If I look at, iba-iba tayo na nakikita sa feeds natin, depende kung sino yung pina-follow natin. I don't see that on my feeds. I see people who are successful. But on my feeds, I see people failing every single day. And lahat yun nakikita ko. So the question there is that it's all a matter of who are you following. Baka yung pina-follow natin, these are the people who only talk about their successes and they're not talking about their failures and stories. But if you have parang diverse people that you follow, you will know that people on LinkedIn is not just sharing about their successes, they're also sharing their failures. And you might be surprised because the stories that really get engagement are stories not only of successes but stories of failures. Because after all, success is just failure turned inside out. Yeah.
Mukhang naghang si Mami Ruth, Mami V. Ayan na siya.
Oo nga.
Thank you po, Miss V. Coach Wang in ay talagang successful. Ayan. Okay, ayan. Ayan. Oo nga po. Ayan, Coach Wanda, Miss V, about din sa mommy na nakaka-intimidate sa LinkedIn kasi
May tanong ba? Hindi ko narinig. Sorry.
yes.
Mami Ruth,
Hello
yung
po.
dulo,
Ayan.
Naputol yung last part.
Ayun, okay. Ay, naputol yung last part. Sige po, ulitin ko po. Baka po medyo naghahang lang po yung aking ano. Ayan. Okay. Naglalag daw ako. So, okay po. So, Coach Wanda, dun po sa nabanggit ni Ms. V na parang dun sa sinabi ni Mami Amy, intimidating daw po sa LinkedIn kasi lahat daw po ay successful. So, baka po meron pa po kayong gustong idagdag para po kay Mami na nagsabi po, comment po niyan.
Ako siguro, correct si Miss May, it depends on who you follow and who your friends are. Kasi on LinkedIn, I always see a lot of people, specifically yung, if you look at, there's something called recently, top 50 most impactful personalities on LinkedIn, which is actually, that's worldwide, right? If you look at them, actually, nagsishare sila lagi ng mga stories of struggles nila eh, which even makes it more inspiring na, you know, sila lagi nila sinasabi na, I am here where I am today because I've been here. So ako siguro, tanungin mo lang, what really intimidates you? Kasi ako pag nakakita ko ng ibang success story, ang sinasabi ko na lang sa sarili ko, I'm gonna be like that someday. So yung sinasabi ko na, if she can do it, so I can. If that person has the success story, my success story will also be like that or much more than that. So siguro for me, kung nakita ko mas successful iba, I celebrate their successes by affirming that could be also my success story. So if you feel intimidated, you can feel threatened, but I also want to remind you, you also have the power to choose to be threatened by that or to be inspired by that and say to yourself, if they can do it, so I can. So you can actually reverse that naman, iba, Mami Ruth. So if you feel intimidated, tanungin mo lang, anong positive thought na pwede kong i-replace dito? So that could work for your benefit because nobody can intimidate you unless you allow it, right?
Wow, that's a big word. Nobody can intimidate you unless you allow it. Mamis, ano ba yung gusto nating gawin? Do we want to be inspired? Do we want to be threatened? So please continue. This is just a 1-hour webinar. Sana makasama namin until the end. And don't forget to share this live para mas marami po ang makapanood. Okay, my next question for me, binabasa ko kasi actually yung mga questions from the comments, Ms. V and Coach Wanda. Yung iba kasi, actually, yung iba, nako, ito, ibasahin ko lang itong question ni Mami Anil. Okay, sabi ni Mami Anil, saan mag-post ng if meron newbie member sa LinkedIn? Actually, Mami, kung newbie ka rin sa FH Moms, you can just search LinkedIn at mag-a-appear na po yung mga webinar in the past nila Miss V and Coach Wanda. And I hope makatulong din yun sa iyo. Okay, Coach Wanda, Miss V, before we go to our next topic, okay lang po ba na we can also enlighten si Mommy dun sa question po niya? I'll start with Coach Wanda, Miss Wanda. Kasi ang sabi niya, saan magpo-post ng resume sa LinkedIn if meron? Newbie member pa.
Okay. Kasi sa LinkedIn, madami kasing ways for you to put your resume. Pwede mo siyang ilagay sa about summary mo, right? There's an about page on LinkedIn where you can already talk about your skills, your expertise, how you help others. Pwede mo nga rin ilagay din yung testimonials mo in your about summary, which talks about you. You can talk about who you are. Also, meron din doon na featured section. Yung featured section na yon, pwede mo doon i-upload yung resume mo. So at least, pag may nag-browse ng profile mo, pwede niya agad i-click yung resume mo. And also, of course, there's a job platform also on LinkedIn. So if you want to apply for a job, the moment na nag-apply ka kahit isang job dyan, tapos in-attach mo yung resume mo, the next few applications mo, automatic nakasave na rin yung resume mo doon eh. So there are many ways to do it. Sa about page mo, pwede mo ilagay sa feature page mo, or pag nag-apply ka mismo, kasi meron siyang direct na job page eh, naka-auto-save yung kapag nag-apply ka ng trabaho. So yeah, maybe Miss V will have more insight, pero yun yung alam ko.
Thank you, Coach. Miss V.
Same featured section, about section, but you can also build your resume directly on LinkedIn. So build your resume directly, just print it out. But you can select kung alin dito yung sasama mo. So depende sa job na ina-applyan mo. There are times na yung ibang experience hindi mo kailangang isama. Yung ibang experience naman i-add mo. So you can actually build your resume directly on the LinkedIn platform and then just download it and print it as PDF.
Thank you po, Miss V and Coach Wanda. Again, sa mga mommies natin, if bago lang po kayo sa FH Moms, don't worry. Huwag pong mag-panic kasi we have a lot of webinars about LinkedIn. Featured sina Miss Wanda and Miss V sa loob po ng ating group. Meron po dyan, you can just type in LinkedIn or hashtag build your brand 5-day challenge. Andun din kasi very helpful yung 5-day challenge na ibinigay ni na Miss V and Coach Wanda last December on how you can improve your profile and even what was the term nga na ginagamit natin doon, Coach Wanda, yung sa parang parang optimize. Yes, opo, Miss V. Optimize your profile. Okay, so after we've discussed dominate, the next keyword is monetize. Okay, so get ready, mommies. We still have a lot of things to discuss, pero I'd like to know how. What do you mean po ba by monetizing na? Miss V, can you help us po? Ano po ba yung pag sinabi namang monetize sa LinkedIn?
Okay, when we say monetize, it means when you go to LinkedIn, you're not just looking for a job. Having a job is just one way to monetize your skills. But again, sabi ko nga, 2022 na, stop relying or depending only on one source of income. You have to use your skills to have multiple streams of revenue or multiple streams of income. Nung nag-start ako, yun, nasa corporate din ako. So I have one source of income hanggang naging 3, kay na 4. Ngayon, I have 11 sources of income. All through LinkedIn lang yun. And that's your goal eh. Na iba yung feeling mo kapag maraming pumapasok na revenue. Mawala man yung isa, okay ka pa rin, okay pa rin yung family mo, you can still support them. Another thing, if you have multiple sources of income naman, you also don't want to, parang halimbawa, 4 yung sources of income mo, tapos yung like 70% nasa isa. So pag nawala yung isa, wala na yung 70%. Kumbaga, parang something like don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I've learned my lesson nung freelancer ako, Mami Ruth. Nung freelancer ako, nung yung sinabi mong article kanina, 2017 pa yung article na yun. That was when I started na through freelancing, nag 6 figures ako. Pero ang nangyari nun kasi, ito yung story nun. Ang nakikita lang ng tao is when you hit 6 figures a month. Pero hindi nila nakikita gaano kahirap para makuha yon, number 1. Gaano kahirap para i-maintain yon. It came to a point na, yes, I'm earning that amount, pero hindi yun talaga yung direction na gusto ko. But I was too afraid to parang quit that freelance job. Freelance editor and writer ako noon. Because alam ko, pag nawala yon, ang laking source of income mawawala sa pamilya ko. Around, siguro 70% yon. Pag nawala yon, may mortgage kami ng bahay, may sasakyan yung mga gano'n. Iisipin mo lahat yun eh. Kasi you have to be practical, 2022. So that's when I started. And I lost that pala. Yung 6 figures na yon after 2 years, I received a letter from the owner and he was terminating me kasi parang mababa na yung revenue ng company. So that was a Friday. Naalala ko yon. Friday, US hours yun eh. Di pag login ko ng ganyan ng 2 o'clock, as nagbukas ako ng email. Imagine mo pag nakita ko yung email ko, the company was terminating my contract. Siyempre, ang dami agad tumakbo sa utak ko. Okay, so paano yung mga mortgage namin? I don't want my husband na siya yung mag-shoulder lahat. Siyempre, gusto ko may contribution din ako dun sa household and all. Ang laking mawawala. Dun ko na-realize, ang sabi ng owner, you have 2 choices. First choice, stay for 3 months. Paid pa yon. Stay in the next 3 months or resign in the next 3 days. Parang hirap. Yung 3 months na yon, iniisip ko, okay, meron pa akong chance kumita pa ng 6 figures monthly, so makakapagtabi pa ako and save. Pero feeling ko, that was the time that I have been waiting for. So I chose 3 days. Pagdating ng Monday, I replied to his email. I mentioned to him, I'm ready to move on. So, hindi ako natakot. Natakot ako, actually. Pero, alam mo yung Wanda and Mami Ruth, yung feeling natakot ka, pero excited ka pa rin somehow. Alam mo yung feeling, nakakatakot kasi may pamilya ako and all. Hindi ko nga alam, hindi ko sinabi sa asawa ko na may choices ako eh. Na 3 months or 3 days. Kasi, for sure, kung sa mga asawa niyo, pag sinabi niyo yung 3 months, 3 days, sasabihin niya kasi, sige, mag-stay ka pa ng 3 months para makapag-ipon pa tayo and all. Alam ko yun yung sasabihin niya kasi one of his values really is security. Yun, so nababalance. So naisip ko, hindi ko na lang sasabihin sa kanya. Basta nagsabi na lang ako, okay, I'm ready to move on 3 days. Pero at the back of my mind, paano ko babawiin? Saan ko kukunin itong 6 figures na to? Pero hindi ako natakot nun also because I know that there are so many opportunities on LinkedIn. I felt that this is the day that I have been waiting for. Kasi nakakakuha na ako noon ng mga side projects on LinkedIn. People are reaching out to me. So, I took it seriously na. Doon ako naging serious dun sa pagiging parang entrepreneur, business side of it. And I'm really happy because I resigned in 3 days because I spent all my working hours for myself. So, yung nag-build ng multiple streams of income. That is our career insurance. Na mawala man yung isang job, hindi nyo mararamdaman yung naramdaman ko noon, saan ko kukunin to. And that's a lesson for me. And that's what I want to teach you also, especially as a mom. But before you get to monetize, maraming dapat gawin. Hindi siya like, you go to LinkedIn, then naka-monetize ka na. To monetize means to have different sources of income. Pwedeng passive income, pwedeng active source of income. When we say active source of income, ito yung income na kailangan present ka para kumita ka. Like you do the job, you're a freelancer, may active income ka, active source of income. When you're speaking, as a speaker, people pay you, pero you have to spend time speaking. So active din yon. Marami pang other sources of income. Pero you also want to build on passive income. Na kahit tulog ka, kikita ka. May online courses ka na nandyan lang, hindi ka kailangan mag-appear. Meron kang digital materials that people can download in exchange for a few dollars. Meron kang whatever it is. So maraming course, yun ang dapat nating, I think, matutunan this year. Kahit na magdalawa, 3 lang in the next 3 to 6 months and then more sources of income. And that means investing more in yourselves as well. The more you invest in yourself, the more that you can actually get more income. Huwag lang tayong mag-expect na dadami income natin na hindi tayo nag-invest sa sarili natin. You really have to invest in yourself.
Wow, thank you po, Miss V. And hindi lang siya isang araw lang nag-spend ka sa LinkedIn, mag-monetize ka na, Ma'am She's, ha? We spend a lot of hours para talaga makita natin yung ma-monetize and ma-optimize muna natin yung profile natin. Miss Wanda, would you like to add more sa mga nabanggit ni Miss V?
Ano yung question? Monetize ba? Sorry na.
Yes po, opo. So monetize po. Opo, kasi, opo.
Siguro ako, I think you need to ask yourself first, what are your skills worth monetizing? Kasi sabi nga ni Miss V nung una, di ba, you do have so many skills eh. So kumuha ka ng papel kasi sometimes then yung, I think one of the problems of mothers, masyado kasi tayo multitasker din. To the point na, saan nga ba ako magaling? Kasi parang kaya ko lahat, tapos kaya mong gawin lahat. To the point na nalilito ka na. And one of the things that make a list, make an inventory, just sit down and ask yourself, what am I good at? Or ask your family or friends, what do you think do I do best? Diba? So let's say, for example, you are good in, let's say, cooking. And then tanungin mo sa sarili mo, okay, I do cooking, let's say arts and craft, whatever. So make a list of at least top 5 na skills mo. From the top 5 skills, i-prioritize mo siya. Ano yung number 1? Doon sa sinulat mong napakadami, ano yung number 1 na talaga love? Sabi nga, there's something called value, joy, profit triangle daw. Find that one thing that you can give value to others that gives you so much joy and where you will profit from it also. Kasi from Miss V, kitang-kita mo naman, kaya multiple sources ang income ni Miss V because she was able to find that value, joy, profit formula. Because she loves what she's doing. She was able to give so much value through LinkedIn by helping people, really monetize and get something from LinkedIn. That's why she's also profiting from that. So, tanongin mo yung sarili mo, gumawa ka ng konting triangle. Ano pa yung mga skills ko? And, lagay mo siya, ano yung give me the most joy, where I could add value and people will be paying for it so I can profit from that also. So, you can start with many things, but I also suggest start with one thing din. Kasi sometimes, kahit ako, yun yung problema ko noon, wait, ang dami kong kayang gawin. Kaya ko mag-training, kaya ko mag-coaching, kaya ko ito, kaya pasisi ko, wait lang. Isa lang muna, di ba? Kasi pag din, di ba, sabi nga nila, if you are laser focused on what you're doing, you'll be, ayun yung 10,000 hours mo, you can be so good in what you do if you put so much of your time and effort in it also. So, siguro yun lang yung gusto kong i-add. Find your value, joy, profit triangle. So you can really, give your best, do your best, and get paid for that.
Add ko lang din, Wanda, no? Ganda ng sinabi mo. Actually, the secret to accelerating your success through LinkedIn is by focusing on one. I'm a fan of one. Hindi ako fan na kung ano-anong kaya mong gawin, lagay ko lahat. Hindi naman siya helpful sa akin. It's not profitable. Iyon pa yon. Oo nga, marami kang skills. Pero isa lang. Kasi people will forget you. The moment you say, I'm good at this, meron kang listahan na 100, people will forget you. But if you say, I'm good at this, isa lang talaga. Or combination, 1 and 2, pero magkaisa lang siya, isang umbrella lang. People will remember you. Lahat ng story mo, lahat ng kwento mo, lahat ng post mo, lahat ng expert insights mo about that one thing. And you will see it will accelerate your success. Ang goal lang yan, wag mong lituhin yung audience mo. Pag nalito sila, it's easy to find someone else to help them. Pero kapag very clear sa kanila, ano ba yung ginagawa mo, it's easy to monetize your expertise because they know you for that. And that's also how you dominate whatever it is, dominate the market, because you're the only one doing that in your own way. Nobody else can do that. So, very important yun. Pero very difficult decision yun for most of us. Ang galing kami dyan ni Wanda kasi feeling namin, ang dami naming skills. O, writer din ako, na speaker. Marami ako nakikita ganyan sa LinkedIn, yung headline nila. Writer, speaker, coach, consultant. So, halimbawa ako, kailangan ko ng coach. I-hire ko ba yung writer, speaker, coach, consultant at kung ano-ano pang ginagawa? Hindi. Ang i-hire ko, kung executive coach ang kailangan ko, yung tao whose expertise is just executive coaching. If I have concerns about my career, hindi ako mag-hire ng career coach, executive coach, life coach, yung lahat ng coaching alam niya. Ang i-hire ko career coach lang. Because I know that every working hours ni-spend ng tao na to in coaching, in career coaching. That's how you become a master. That's how you become an expert. That's how you become recognized for what you're good at. But first, make a resolve. Make a commitment to choose only one and drop everything else. Huwag kayong manghinayang kasi yung iba nang sayang naman, baka may makuha din akong client dito sa iba-ibang skills ko. That's not true. Ang totoo, the more you are clear with whatever skills that you want to focus on, the more profitable your personal brand is. Yun ang secret nun. Isa lang talaga.
Yes, thank you po, Coach Wanda and Miss V. So now, this is a final question for Miss V and Miss Wanda. Miss V, how can we monetize our expertise through LinkedIn? Ako, mamis, don't forget that ito, ang daming share ni Miss V and Coach Wanda about this. Kaya don't forget to with your notebook and your pen, i-ready nyo na. So, ito po yung aming question for Miss Wanda and Miss V. Paano nga po ba? So, siguro na optimize na namin yung profile namin. We ask help from the experts, ganyan. But, paano ko po ma-monetize yung expertise ko through LinkedIn?
Will I be able to share ng slides ko, Mami Ruth?
Yes po, or I can also share it, Miss Wanda. We can also share it.
Sige. Are you sharing it from your side? O yan, share.
Yes po.
Yan, dita natin konti para makita. Ay, okay na ba yan? Hindi na siya smaller. Yan.
Yeah.
So ito yung meron kaming kodigo ni Wanda. Actually, you can have the slides. You can have a copy of the slides. There's so many ways for you to monetize your expertise. But again, tama yung sinabi mo, Mami Ruth. You can never monetize unless complete yung profile mo, unless very clear what you do, who you help, and how you help. Tatlo yan. Again, what you do, who you help, and how you help. Unless clear yan, hindi kayo makakapag-monetize, no? Pumunta kayo sa LinkedIn tapos you want to sell something, tapos hindi kayo yung homework ng completing your profile and being clear with what you do, who you help, and how you help, it's not gonna happen. So, 7 ways lang ang ma-share ko siguro ngayon, no? Number 1, okay, number 1 on how do you actually monetize. What do we have on the slides? So, number 1. Ay, hindi. Punta tayo sa susunod na slides. Sa susunod. Okay, number 1, isa pa. Very important also to remember that when you go to LinkedIn, wag naman masyadong selfish. When you go to LinkedIn, and mindset is how you can help. Start by helping others. Add value, add value, add value. I cannot stress that enough. Unless you add value in other people's lives, they will not think that you are worth their dollar. Now, once you have added value, na marami ka nang nagawa, 1 year, give yourself 6 months, 1 year, or more than that. So these are the ways that you can optimize not optimize, but you can monetize your expertise. When you say again, monetize, pwedeng meron kang book, you want to sell your book. Meron kang online course, you want to sell your online course. Meron kang coaching, consulting, or speaking. You get invited in speaking, in conferences, paid speaking, paid webinars, lahat yan. They pay you for that. When you are a recognized expert, people will pay for each hour that you speak. People will pay you for your worth. So number 1, use the featured section to highlight how you can help your target market. Siguro I'll be the one to share my screen, Mami Ruth. So because I want to toggle and go also to my profile to show this as an example. Okay lang ba yun?
Yes po, opo. You can put po yung share screen, Miss V. Yes. Ayan. So, Coach Wanda, Miss V, while we're preparing po yung pag-share ng screen, may nagtatanong, can the mommies have the copy po of the slides? Pwede po ba natin siya to share? Yes? Yeah. Okay. Sige po.
Am I sharing my screen now?
Okay. Yes po. Yes po. Pero you can now open it through through the slides itself. Okay. We will now add it to stream. Ayan.
You can see my screen, ah. So, hindi ko na kayo
Yes.
kita, no? Okay, number 1, use the featured section. Saan ba yung featured section na yan? Test lang, Mami Ruth. So, nasa LinkedIn profile ko kita.
Yes.
Can you see my LinkedIn profile now?
Kita na, Miss V.
Yes, thank you. So first, this is my LinkedIn profile. So yung number 1 tip, how do you monetize? So kunwari, meron na kayong book, meron na kayong online course, meron na kayo, you want to invited to speak and get paid speaking, do a webinar, get paid for it, whatever it is, meron na kayong service or product. This is the featured section. So yung tip number 1, use the featured section. Meron sound somewhere, no? Use the featured section to highlight your products and services. So for example, I have a mentoring program, hina-highlight ko yan siya dito. So whatever your products and services are, i-highlight nyo sa featured section. You can upload here, just click on the plus sign, and then you can upload presentations, videos, third-party links to videos, pwede nyo ring ilagay. Number 2, build interest in your offering. Now, if you are planning to launch, for example, a book in June, dapat January pa lang, you're already building interest in your offering. Ang major mistake ng mga tao, Mami Ruth, is that pagpunta nila sa LinkedIn, meron silang book, gusto nila ngayon makabenta na sila. Hindi ganon. Hindi ganong klaseng marketplace ang LinkedIn. You have to establish your credibility first. You have to show up. You have to add value. So, kailangan may plano kayo. We call that LinkedIn Content Marketing Campaign. Ano yung plano nyo? So that pag nag-launch kayo ng book on June, kilala na kayo ng mga tao. And you have already established your credibility. So build interest. It's just like looking for a job. If you need a job right now, I won't recommend that you go to LinkedIn right now. Habang meron kayong work, you're happy with your work, that's the perfect time for you to go to LinkedIn and build your presence. So that, pag nawala yung work, 1 or 2, meron kayong career insurance. People will find you. Hindi kayo matatakot na mawawalan kayo ng job. So ako rin, nawala na sa akin yon since I became active on LinkedIn. Hindi ako takot kahit mawala yung 1, 2 client or so because I know meron mga darating na clients. And that will really remove a lot of stress from you. Yung stress na iniisip mo, matatanggal ka, mawawalan ka ng job. Ang mindset is that because you're able to leverage LinkedIn, dominate yourself, and help others, that opportunities will come. So yun nga, pag meron kayong gustong something that you want to sell, you have to build interest long before, sinabi ko yan dito, long before the product or service is available. Kahit na if you plan to sell a course, for example, kahit hindi pa tapos yung course niya, mag-start na kayo mag-marketing, nag-build na kayo ng interest. So hindi siya one time lang, then talk about it, then bibili na yung tao. That's not gonna happen. Number 3, set up your LinkedIn service page. Now, this is very helpful. Again, I'm on my LinkedIn profile. This is very helpful if you are a freelancer or kaya meron ka mga services. You go to this, so providing services. This is what we call the LinkedIn service page. So, i-edit nyo lang siya, yung about what you do, what your services are, and then make sure that you choose the right thing here. Ano ba yung services that you provide? When you choose the right services, you also appear in searches on LinkedIn. And then, ask your previous clients or current clients for reviews. If may review na rin ng LinkedIn. So, hindi na lang product review, meron na rin service review. So, build your service page. This is very helpful for freelancers and those with services, consultants, and coaches. Number 4, create an outreach strategy. Ano naman tong outreach strategy na to? I'm sure when you're on LinkedIn, nakakuha kayo ng messages from financial consultants, financial advisors. However, many of them are actually doing it wrong. When I say outreach strategy, I don't mean you message your connections and then bentahan nyo sila na kung ano-ano. It's not gonna happen. Do you think people will buy from you if they don't know you? They won't. You have to build trust first. So create a strategy. Yung strategy na yan is, yung thinking is, how can I add value to my connections? So that when I'm selling something, they would more or less buy it. Madali ko silang i-convert. So yung outreach strategy is, subtle lang, add value. If you have a relevant article that you think that can help that person, i-share nyo yung article nyo through direct messaging. So kailangan meron kayong strategy. Number 4, display client testimonials. So if you've been working on a services aspect, meron kayong client testimonials, ilagay nyo siya sa profile nyo. So going back to my profile, so I have client testimonials on the featured section. Gawin nyo siyang parang presentation. Minsan kasi wala sa LinkedIn yung clients nyo, gawin nyo siyang presentation and then yung mga andyan yung testimonials nyo. You can also add testimonials sa baba. Ask for recommendations. These parts on LinkedIn, itong recommendations, this is important. If you work with people, while working with them or after working with them, ask for a recommendation. And this is social proof. The more social proof you have on your profile, the more that you can monetize your expertise. Because people think, oh, if these people trust him, I'll trust him as well. Kasi ang tao, ayaw nilang mag-iisip ng masyadong marami na, okay ba to, ganyan ba to. Gusto nila na, shortcut lahat ng thinking, which means if others trust you, then more or less they will trust you. So the more social proof, the better. Number 6, use call to action. Ito rin common mistake, Mami Ruth and Wanda, I'm sure na observe mo to na, yeah, ang ganda ng profile nila, clear naman kung ano yung services nila, but the thing is, wala silang call to action. So, halimbawa, tinignan yung profile mo. So, if I want to work with this person, halimbawa kay Wanda, punta kay Wanda. Wanda na nasa profile. So, for example, you look at Wanda's profile, no? And then, tiningnan mo yung ni Wanda. Oh, yan, featured. Naka-feature yung testimonial. And what my clients say, yan, social proof yan lahat. These are used to convert. And then, binasa natin yung about section ni Wanda. Okay, if Wanda's target market, for example, likes it, okay to, ang ganda ng mga niya, ang ganda ng credentials niya, and I think aligned kami in terms of values. The next thing is, Wanda wants to make sure that she will be able to convert that person. So, kailangan meron kang call to action sa baba. Anong gusto mong gawin nila? Ready to work with me? So, anong gagawin nila? Here's a calendar. Book 15 minutes with Coach Wanda. So, yun yung sinasabi natin call to action. Kasi ang LinkedIn, ang contact details sa mobile nasa pinakababa eh. Unless they scroll, kung nasa mobile sila, unless they scroll hanggang sa ibaba, hindi nila makikita how to contact. So, I'd recommend ilagay nyo yung contact me sa about section. That's number 6. You will see even in your post, lagyan nyo ng call to action yung post nyo. And I made that small change and napansin ko, there's a big difference. Kahit yung one post lang, it drives people to my mentoring programs. It drives them to my online courses. Without that, I lost that opportunity. Diba? And number 7, create a separate page, a separate LinkedIn page. Most people think, ganito kasi yung common practice, especially those na hindi pa familiar, ang nilalagay nila sa experience section yung mga work lang. Bawa yung company. But actually, there's no rule naman na company lang ilalagay nyo dyan. If you have a program, pwede nyo rin siyang ilagay. Wanda, nakalagay ba kay Wanda? Tingnan natin yung kay Wanda. Pwede kasi nating ilagay yung course. Hindi pa siya nakalagay, pero pwede natin siyang ilagay. Ito, sa under ng Working Moms Academy, dito ni Wanda nilalagay yung courses. That also works. So, lagyan nyo yan lahat. May social proof si Wanda ng test ng journey niya, and then information about the courses and all that. But you can also, for example, in my case, create a separate LinkedIn page. For example, I have top 100 Filipinos on LinkedIn. It's not a product or service. It's not a company. But I created a dedicated LinkedIn page for the top 100 Filipinos on LinkedIn because I want to raise awareness on this. So you can also do that. And lastly, ayun lang. 7 lang. Marami pang iba, but don't forget that the most important thing is that you start with getting to know who you are, what you do, who you help, and how you help others. Start there, and you can eventually monetize your expertise. Ruth and Wanda.
Thank you,
Okay na ba?
Miss V.
Thank you.
Miss Wanda, baka po you might want to add more from what Miss V has shared to us. Naku, ang dami. Thank you po. And thank you for sharing the slides to us. Coach?
Ako, nagpapasalamat akong na-update ko yung profile ko bago mag-year end. Kasi re-review pala ni Miss B today. Pero actually, what I did kasi in the beginning, nung una kong ginagawa, kung ano yung mga post ko na most engaging, yun ang nilalagay ko lagi sa featured post ko. Tapos na-review ko, sabi ko, parang ang gulo-gulo pala nung profile ko. And when I was on leave during December, sabi ko, umupo talaga ako, sabi ko, let me clean my LinkedIn profile to only put what matters. So, nilagay ko doon yung client testimonial, how I can help others, and then, nilinis ko talaga. Hindi pa siya malinis na malinis, but I think I think it's always about, tama si Miss B, clarity talaga. Kasi yung nag-step back ako, naging klaro na ano lang ilalagay ko sa featured. Parang dati halos 50 plus na pala yung featured ko. Nahirapan ako talaga maglinis yung profile ko. Ngayon parang 3, 5 na lang yung nandun. So, I think with that clarity of what you want to achieve, then you will also have clarity of ano ba yung ilalagay mo doon. Kasi doon na siya mag-flow. But I also have a one takeaway today. Sabi nga, kasi we have a LinkedIn Mastermind course for moms, which I think I can create a LinkedIn page for that. Nag-post talaga rin ako nung nag-break ako. But I think that is something that I will add because see, Miss V and I really wanted to help more moms understand the power of LinkedIn. That's why we created that LinkedIn Mastermind program for them. So, ilalagay ko siya doon para at least pag nalaman na niya, wait, meron palang moms na pwedeng makatulong sa akin. Then, I think that will definitely be a value addition. So, ang takeaway ko today, nalinis ko na yung profile ko, very good, pero I can add more information like adding yung LinkedIn Mastermind namin ni Miss V as a separate LinkedIn page so that people will have more information that we have this offering for moms who want to really monetize and get something from LinkedIn.
Yes, thank you po, Coach Wanda. But of course, before we ask Coach Wanda and Miss V with their message, and paano ba kami mag-register for that mastermind, LinkedIn Mastermind Challenge, or I should say webinar with Coach V and Coach Wanda and Miss Ito, mami, idagdag ko lang. Actually, last December, guys, ko nga kanina, Miss V and Coach gave us a 5-day free, this is free, build your LinkedIn brand challenge. So, tuturo ko sa inyo, moms, pag pumunta kayo sa group natin, go to guides, ayan, tapos scroll nyo lang, ayun. Meron dito guide number 7, ayun yung hashtag build your LinkedIn challenge. Diba, lagi natin, kanina ko pa binabanggit, optimize your profile, make sure na maayos, in clarity, yung profile natin, yung featured, yung work experience, nandiyan na, in about section, before we can really monetize our LinkedIn. So, the 5-day challenge, that LinkedIn brand challenge, 5 days na free yan, that will surely help. Okay. Now, Coach V, paano po ba kami, where can we register? Saan po kami pwedeng pumuntang link if we want to know more about this mastermind, LinkedIn Mastermind webinar with you?
This is actually a collaboration with FH Mom. So si Miss V gumawa siya ng 31 days together with with me, a collaboration na 31 days tuturuan namin yung mga mami, so meron silang katulad ng challenge natin, di ba? I think regardless kung tapos na, you can still go back. Talagang yung creating a strong profile is the foundation of it all. Pero kung gusto nyo magtuloy-tuloy pa, yung mayroon talagang ginawa kami ni Miss V na mayroon kayong daily videos, daily guide, and at the same time, we're gonna have a weekly coaching call with you. So ito, bit.ly/LinkedIn Mastermind. You can get more information about our upcoming program in collaboration with FH Moms. And of course, si Miss V, meron din siyang one-on-one mentoring if you want na, gusto ko ako lang. Kung gusto niyo,
yes.
Of course, getting an expert opinion one-on-one is also very good. So you can check Miss V's profile. You can also, if you want Miss V and me, then it will be the LinkedIn Mastermind. And this 2022, kasi napansin ko yung mga moms, pag tinuruan mo sila ngayon, tapos binitawan mo sila, tapos na. So, nawawala sila dun sa flow. So, I'm actually thinking of launching something called a monthly membership program where there's gonna be a call with me. So, check nyo na lang yung LinkedIn profile ko. I'm gonna announce more about that kasi in the making pa lang siya. For those of you na ayoko nung one time, big time lang. Gusto ko yung tulungan mo ko for the whole year, Miss Wanda. And it's gonna be a very special pricing for FH Moms. So, I'll just post it in FH Moms in the upcoming, siguro, pag na-finalize. Serious ko, kaya siguro yung iba, pag tapos na mag-coaching with me, gumagano na uli. Kasi nabitawan na, diba? So, if you want a continuous one, I'm thinking of a monthly membership. So, watch out for that. But for the LinkedIn Mastermind, please go to bit-ly capital LinkedIn Mastermind so you can get access to me and to Miss V so you can really dominate and monetize on LinkedIn this 2022.
Thank you po. Miss V?
I just want to ask, if we want to dominate and monetize, we have to invest in ourselves. We've created the course with Wanda, and this is really parang tailored for moms. Wanda is a mom, I'm a mom. 3 kids, Wanda, 5 kids ako. And yung challenge din namin, we started with feeling na madami kaming skills, pero yung maraming skills na yon, hindi naman yun yung nagdala sa amin ng success that we really want. It's really a process of getting to know who you are, how you can add value, because unless you know who you are, you cannot add value anywhere else. So, tailored for moms yon, lahat din ng stories namin related to being a mom. And because we know, sinabi nga ni Wanda, ang mga moms ang gagaling niyan sa pamilya. We take care of our families, pero we don't laging huli yung sarili natin. Make this year also the year that you will put yourself first. You have to fill the cup for you to really give. Alam mo yung full ka dapat. You fill your own cup. Because the moment you fill your own cup as a mom, that's the time that you will be able to give more to your family, to your friends, and to others who may benefit from your expertise and your skills. And make it a commitment na hindi lang gusto mo mag-monetize, gusto mo mag-dominate, pero ayaw mo naman mag-invest or ayaw mo naman gumawa. That's not gonna happen. There will be a lot of sacrifices. Yung consistency is a big sacrifice, honestly. It's not like you go to LinkedIn one time, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then makaka-monetize ka na. Marami akong nakitang ganyan. They think LinkedIn is just a marketplace na lagay mo lang yung product mo, may bibili na. But that's not how it works. How it works really is build the community on LinkedIn and then have that confidence. Babalikan ko yung sinabi ni Wanda sa simula because that's the foundation. Clarity, confidence, and consistency. All of this will actually help you dominate yourself and become a recognized expert through LinkedIn and eventually monetize your expertise. And you will see yourself. Imagine yung 31 days na to. Hindi ako nagpi-pitch, guys. Hindi ako mahilig mag-pitch. But nakikita ko kasi nakikita ko, marami na rin pumunta sa akin many, many times. Moms or not moms, they come to me, they want to use LinkedIn. And then I tell them, this is how I can help you. But at the end of the day, they're not ready to invest in themselves. So if you're not ready, it means when will you be ready? So lahat nung naging ready na naunahan na kayo. So it's 2022. Let's make that commitment to really invest in ourselves. There's no other way for us to dominate and to monetize unless we invest first in ourselves. And yung confidence nyo lang ma-build, the biggest benefit of building your personal brand is building your self-confidence. Yun lahat ng ugat Mawawala lahat ng self-talk nyo, lahat ng limitations nyo, and you will feel, kahit mag-scroll kayo na mag-scroll sa LinkedIn, you will not feel that bakit sila lahat successful. Ang feeling nyo is LinkedIn levels the playing field. If they are successful, I am also successful. It levels the playing field. It just happened that we are on a different journey. Nauna lang sila ng konti, pero hindi nyo alam yung pinagdaanan nila. tayo naman, nandito tayo, but looking back, successful na rin tayo. So what I'm saying is that when you know yourself, really know yourself, when you invest in yourself, you will not have that feeling that others are successful. You will have that feeling that you are successful, others are successful, and you want to help others become more successful. As you help them become more successful, you're also accelerating your success. Mawawala yung negative self-talks. That's the biggest benefit of building a personal brand and investing in yourself. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you po, Miss V. Coach Wanda. Coach Wanda, baka po you want to add something before we end our webinar? Alam ko po, sorry po, we had to extend a little bit of your time. Oo. Miss Wanda?
Tingin ko, madami na kaming nasabi ni Miss, nasabi ni Miss. But with that, we would like to remind you, you have, moms, you have the power to really, get whatever you want in life. And it all starts with the decision, sabi nga ni Miss V, to invest in yourself and to put yourself first. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am today kung hindi ako nag-invest kay Miss V. Ang dami ko natutunan sa kanya and I'm still continuously learning from her. So, that's why nga sabi ko, marami pa sanang matulungan si Miss V. Kaya ang sabi ko, Miss V, tulungan naman natin yung ibang moms. That's why we really created this course for you. And if you feel that this is aligned to what you want to achieve, we would be more than happy to help you. But I really wish you all the best of 2022. I know you start the year right. And we are here to support you in the best way we can. So, get in touch with Miss V or me in whatever we can help you, and we would love to help you, moms, because we know we've been there. Kaya gusto din namin kayong matulungan, and we wish you a prosperous and blessed new year.
Thank you po, Coach Wanda. Maraming salamat po for giving us another, sabi nga ng isang mommy, very enlightening, and thank you for sharing your expertise to the FH Moms community. And we hope to see you soon again. Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye po.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you po. So again, mommies, don't forget that's bit.ly/ can we flash it again? LinkedIn Mastermind. If you want to connect with Miss V and Coach Wanda, please do follow them, connect with them on LinkedIn. We will flash it again. Ayan, www.linkedin.com/in/Coach Wanda/ and also with Miss V, that's www.linkedin.com/in/Virginia Bautista/. Okay, so iyan na. Maraming salamat for joining us today, mga momshies. Ano ang inyong takeaways ngayong araw na ito? Comment down sa comment section kung ano mga natutunan ninyo. Again, kahit natapos na yung Build Your LinkedIn Brand Challenge natin, can we flash it also? Yung hashtag Build Your LinkedIn Brand Challenge, search it on our community sa group. Hashtag Build Your LinkedIn Brand Challenge. Kahit tapos na tong challenge na to, ay nako, definitely marami kang matututunan on how you can optimize your profile, on how you can create yung sa about you doon sa LinkedIn, and also yung keywords, yan. Matututunan niyo yan doon sa hashtag Build Your LinkedIn Brand Challenge. Kahit tapos na yan, challenge na yan, pwede nyo pa rin siyang balikan at matutunan pa kung ano yung mga shinare nila Miss Wanda and Coach Wanda and Miss V sa atin. Ayan. So, thank you very much sa mga mommies natin for joining us. Ang dami nating nanood ngayong araw na ito. I'm sure marami pa tayong matututunan. Abangan din ninyo on Monday. Meron po tayong film watching together with Mommy MK. Abangan niyo po yan. That will be on Monday, January 10, 7 p.m. Makikilala po natin sina Nanay Gemma, Nanay Arlene at Nanay Liza, at mas lalo pa tayong ma-inspire sa mga kwento nila. So, this is just a beginning, mga momshies. Marami pa tayong pagsasamahang mga webinars, kaya sana po pumutok lamang kayo, abang-abang tayo dito sa FH Moms. And also, don't forget to invite your mommy friends. Actually, kahit hindi pa mommy, mga kaibigan, kapatid, basta 18 years old and above, Pinay, pwedeng-pwede po, welcome na welcome dito po sa FH Moms. Maraming salamat po and have a great weekend. Thank you po. See you again on Monday. Maraming salamat. Bye!
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo.
FH Moms Radio. Changing lives, one mom at a time. Moving forward, giving back with FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to.
Tara na mga mamshi, mami, nanay o mama, andito na ang FH Moms makakasama. Ang online radio na magbibigay advice at mga kwento na siguradong mapapanay. Ito ay hindi lang basta mga chikahan. Andito sila upang ikaw ay gabayan, turuan ng mga tips sa paghahanap buhay at maging isa ka sa successful na nanay. O diba? Kaya saan ka pa? Basta ikaw ay momshi, dito bida ka. FH Moms Radio number 1. Ito ang online radio ng sangkanan na yan. Di ka lang basta nanay, ikaw ay super nanay. Para sa pamilya ang lahat ay iaalay. Lahat ibibigay, lahat ay kayang gawin. Ang iyong pagiging nanay lalo pang palakasin.
FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to. Mga mamshi, tara na, dito'y bidang-bida ka. Ipagmalaki natin na tayo'y magigiting nga ina. Mga mami, tara na, dito'y bidang-bida ka. Ipagmalaki natin na tayo'y magigiting nga ina.
FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to. Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to.
Tambay na! Nagbabalik ang FH Moms Radio.